When we started VeritasPay in 2017, it was a very interesting time in the payment landscape. We saw that it was sort of a transitionary period. If you sort of think back 10 years ago, a lot of the payment infrastructure or the terminals that were out in the market were what we would call traditional point of sale. They look like these old calculator devices, very reliable, but I think in terms of functionality, it wasn't really very capable, right? It can do debit, credit card transactions, maybe one installment for the particular bank that you signed up with. And we saw in other markets a shift to what you see now in the marketplace, right? You have terminals that look like Samsungs or Apple iPhones with receipt printers. So those are the Android POS devices, very capable of doing multiple payment types on one device, right? The QR code payments, installments from other banks can also route through the same device. So very robust and very capable. And we came in at sort of that transitionary point, and we saw it as an opportunity to maybe get into the game and offer something that was at the time innovative and disruptive, and ultimately answered some pain points for our merchants, right? They wanted a terminal or a solution that could do multiple transactions. So we saw an opportunity to introduce a solution that was built on top of the Android POS, which was capable of processing multiple transactions, and also addressing other pain points as well for merchants. Because at the time, the traditional systems didn't have a merchant back office where merchants can log in, they can see all their transactions in real time. They couldn't generate or extract those reports. They had to do batch closing on the terminals at the end of the day. So these were all things or pain points that we were able to identify and address during that transition to the Android POS. So we were, I think, one of the first. We were probably the bleeding edge of that transition. And I think we were able to answer a lot of challenges for our merchants. And that's why we were able to sort of build our merchant base.